Hi, Jamie here, also known as Standard American. My wife Kim and I own properties in the mountains of Northern California, where we plan on making a home and enjoying our retirement in the woods. Hey, Standard American here. Standard American doing Standard American things. So, I wanted to share with you something that happened to me the other day, or did it happen to me, or did I happen to it? I'm not really sure. But anyways, I haven't posted for, I don't know, 8 or 9 days, and I've, been dealing with an opportunity. We had a big snowstorm the other day, and I went to go get a new quad, well, new to me, quad from in town. And when I left, it was just raining and drizzling a little bit. And so I went and picked up this quad, which was quite an adventure. I'll post a picture right here just to give you an idea of what I was dealing with the quad in the first place. And then we'll get on to the rest of the story. So, as you've seen in that photo, the quad was quite big. I didn't expect it to be as big as it was. And I thought, I've had quads in the back of my truck before, no big deal. Well, this thing, these Arctic Cat 700s are huge, man, and it filled up the whole bed of my truck. And, with the Ford short bed truck, it was farther back behind the rear wheels than I would have liked, having that much weight that far back. So anyways, to continue the story, on my way home, I got into one heck of a blizzard and realized, even though I was in four-wheel high, had mud and snow tires, normally my truck tracks through the snow really well. Yeah, with that much weight on the back, the front end floated, and I was coming down to the bridge at the Steely Fork of the Cosumnes River on Grizzly Flats Road. A little left-hand turn before the bridge, just downhill, and I started to slide. It was pushing through the turn, so I let off the brakes and I got it lined up with the bridge, and I thought, all right, we're going to make it. We're going to make it right across this bridge. And then at the last second, boom. It just had a mind of its own. I had no steering whatsoever, and bam, right into the bridge. And yeah, here's a bunch of pictures of how that ended up. I didn't get a whole lot of video of that night. I think my wife might have some on her phone, but I didn't upload it. But we'll run you through a photo collage real quick, and you can see the damage. So this is what I've been dealing with for a few days. So enjoy. Yeah, so as you could see from that, there was quite a bit of damage to my F-150. I'm learning that aluminum body pickups just don't hold up. I mean, I wasn't going fast at all. I wasn't even doing 20 miles an hour. And it's just the momentum from with all that weight in the back, it just kept crushing like a beer can. I mean, that's basically what it was a beer can. And, went right along the edge of the frame, bent the bumper back, and just crinkled the fender and the hood all the way up and stuffed the headlight down, behind my tire. And, the bumper and all kinds of metal were stuck into the tire, and it was quite an adventure. And there's a lot of stuff under the hood just destroyed. It wasn't pretty. But it surprised me that, there was that much damage because, like I said, I wasn't even doing 20 miles an hour. And it just, once it hit the bridge, it just kept pushing and pushing and crunched it all right in. Airbag went off, back window blew out, all that stuff. And I was like, man, that's weird for the speed I was going. It was not expected that there would be that much damage. But yeah, it was quite a deal. I had the bridge blocked for quite a while till a Good Samaritan, hooked onto the back of my truck and towed me uphill and off to the side of the road to get me back, out of the way. And I had school bus blocked, the snow plow, everybody was blocked for a while. And although there was enough room to get around me, a lot of cars did. They just especially right after I hit the bridge, there was 7 or 8 cars behind me, and none of them stopped. They just kept going. I was like, wow, thanks, neighbor. But anyways, I thought that was funny. But, I don't blame them, really, because it was a blizzard. There wasn't much they'd be able to do. And I was on the phone with 911 anyways. A few of them stopped and asked, hey, you need help? Nope, I got it. We're good. There's already a tow truck on the way and all that, And then I didn't have no cell coverage. My truck would call 911, but on my cell phone itself, I couldn't get coverage. So I had to hike up the hill, I don't know, a couple hundred yards up the hill till I got a little higher, and I got one bar, and then I called Kim and, asked her and Jake to come down and rescue me because, the tow truck was going to take the truck back to town. So they came down, and we waited for the tow truck, and they got the truck loaded up and took it back into town, which was funny because now the quad ended up farther away from my house. I mean, we were only a couple miles from the house. And when I crashed, and so I bought it in Diamond Springs. I got up to the bridge there, crashed, then they got the tow trucks and took it all the way down to El Dorado, the town of El Dorado. So it was quite a considerable distance farther away from my house than when I started after I bought it. It was kind of funny, ironic how that happened. But anyways, everybody's okay. I didn't get damaged. My truck is totaled. We had full coverage. They haven't come out and actually said it's totaled yet. They're still assessing it, and hopefully here within the next day or two they'll have an answer of what's going on. But I'm pretty sure it's totaled. There was a lot of damage, and so like I said, full coverage, and that's the only way to go up here. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, and hope you enjoyed it. I really didn't. Actually, it was surprisingly, I was surprisingly calm through the whole thing. It was just like nothing I could do. I was steering and it wasn't. And I just said, well, here we go. I'm going to bump the bridge. And then it just kept crinkling in. And then the airbag ended up in my face. I was like, how the heck all this happened? But yeah, so anyways, hit the like button on that if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe we'll get back to working on the house now. I know I had to take a couple days break because I was dealing with a bunch of stuff. But anyways, all right, love y'all. Have a great day.